Hello everyone, welcome to Money Nook. In this video, let's talk about 5 popular thumb rules of personal finance. So, rule number 1 is 100 minus age rule. 100 minus age rule talks about how to divide your total investments between equities and safe assets. Equities have higher risk, slightly higher risk, but they also generate medium to high returns. Whereas safe assets such as your bank fixed deposit, corporate bonds, government bonds, etc., they have very low risk and they also give you low to medium returns. So, how should you split your total investments between both these buckets is what 100 minus age rule is about. So it says that, for example, if your age is 30, then you have to park 30% of your total investments in safe assets and invest the remaining 70%, which is 100 minus your age, into equities or any assets which have slightly higher risk but also generate higher returns. If you invest using this 100 minus age rule, what happens is when you are younger, as you can take more risk, you will obviously put more money in equities using this rule and you will be able to get high returns. As you age, your portfolio will shift more into safe assets such as bonds, debt funds, etc. and you will have your corpus comparatively risk free. So the 100 minus age rule is designed in such a way that it will help you to focus on returns when you are younger and it will help you to keep your total capital or total assets safe as you grow old, which is what all of us want. The next two rules talk about how we should plan our money so that in case of any uncertainty or any unfortunate circumstance, we stay protected financially. Rule number 2 is the emergency fund rule. If you are single and if you don't have any dependents, then you have to save 6 times your monthly expenses as your emergency fund. For example, if you spend 10,000 rupees a month on an average, then you have to save 60,000 rupees as your emergency fund. If you are married or if you have anyone dependent upon you, then it is better if you save 6 to 12 months of your monthly expenses as your emergency fund. For example, if your family spends 40,000 per month, then 6 to 12 times of 40,000, which is 2.4 to 4.8 lakhs, should be saved as your emergency fund. This can be used in case of any need. Rule number 3 is about insurance. Each of us must have our own health and life insurance. I'll put up detailed videos about how to choose your health insurance and life insurance. But as a starting point, if you are planning to take life insurance, then the thumb rule suggests that you have to take the life insurance for at least 10 to 20 times of your annual income. Rule number 4 is for purchasing a car. If you are planning to buy a car, then you can use 20-4-10 rule. What it says is that whenever you are planning to buy a car, then you should have at least 20% of the total cost of the car with you and you have to pay it out as the down payment. To put it simply, you can take a maximum of 80% of the cost of the car as your loan. And you have to plan your loan in such a way that you can repay that within 4 years. I know that car loan has a tenure of 7 years in India, but this rule suggests that you have to plan it so that you can pay it out within 4 years. And you also have to plan your EMI in such a way that the total EMI that you pay every month should not be more than 10% of your total monthly income. Imagine if you are paying something more than 10% of your monthly income just for the car loan, then how will you pay for your home loan, any other loans, and you also have to meet your monthly expenses from that same monthly income, right? So 10% is the maximum amount that you have to plan as your car loan EMI from your total monthly income. Rule number 5 is about EMIs. You have to plan all your EMIs, home loan, education loan, car loan, any personal loan for any reason in such a way that all of these put together will be less than 50% of your total monthly income. Ideally, if it is 40% or lesser, it will be better, but the maximum you can go up to is 50%. Because if you go above the 50% limit, then your comfort level decreases and your stress increases, because you have to meet your monthly expenses as well as pay these EMIs. So the ideal number is 40% or lesser, but the maximum you can go is 50%. These are the 5 popular thumb rules which you can follow when you are planning your finances. If you like the content in this video, please like this video and comment on it. Also share it with your family and friends, and do subscribe to Money Nook. Thank you and bye bye. Have a happy weekend.